Samare pa ma pa ga ma re samare pa sa 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 re 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 pa pa ga ga ma ma re re sa 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 ma 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 re 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 pa pa ga 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 ma 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 re 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 sa 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 ni sa 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 re 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 pa pa ga ga ma ma re re sa sa ma ga re 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 sa re sa ma re pa.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲೋಚನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ತುಂಬ ಆಪ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಸಿರ್ಸಿ ಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯವರು ಸಿರ್ಸಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮತ್ತು ರೋಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಬರೀ ಸಿರ್ಸಿ ಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮೂರಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ, ಪಾಲಕರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಆಸಕ್ತರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಹುಳುಗಳು ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದರ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಅನೇಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣತೆಯನ್ನು, ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಪಡಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಸದುದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಶ್ರಮಪಟ್ಟು ನಾಡಿನ ಖ್ಯಾತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂವಾದ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವರ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸದವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಇಚ್ಛೆ. ಇಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಋಣಿಗಳಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಐ ಸಿಂಡ್ರೋಮ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಐ ಸಿಂಡ್ರೋಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಥರದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ನಾವು ನಿತ್ಯ ಜೀವನದ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕಿವಿ, ಮೂಗು, ಬಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಪಂಚೇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, 6ನೇ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯ ಆಗಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಲಿಕೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಭಗವಂತ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಕಣ್ಣಿದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮಗೂ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ಇರೋದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ. ಭಗವಂತ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮರಕ್ಷಣೆಗಾಗಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಮರ ಬೀಳಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ನಾವು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ಈಗ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಾದ ನಾವು ಹತ್ತಿರ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಉಪಕರಣಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹತ್ತಿರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಇದು ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದು. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಮುಖರಾಗ್ತೀವೋ ಆಗ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ತಡೆಗಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಗುಣ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವೈದ್ಯರೆಲ್ಲದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೇಗೆ ಇದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿನ ಮೇಲೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ದೇಹದ ಅವಯವಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ದುಷ್ಪರಿಣಾಮವನ್ನು ಬೀರ್ತದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಗುವ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹತೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಐ ಸಿಂಡ್ರೋಮ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಿರ್ಸಿಯ ಗಣೇಶ್ ನೇತ್ರಾಲಯದ ಹಿರಿಯ ನೇತ್ರ ತಜ್ಞರು, ಅನುಭವಿಗಳು, ರೆಟಿನಾ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ಲುಕೋಮಾ ತಜ್ಞರು ಆದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತನುಶ್ರೀ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನೇತ್ರತಜ್ಞರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಹೌದು. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ್ಯದ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ, ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಅನೇಕ ನೇತ್ರತಜ್ಞರ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡವರು. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಕರು ಹೌದು. ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಐ ಸಿಂಡ್ರೋಮ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಇತರ ಅವಯವಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಗಿದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅದರ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ತಹಬಂದಿಗೆ ತಲುಪ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಸೋಣ. ಈ ಅವಕಾಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೂ ನಾನು ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತನುಶ್ರೀ ಹೆಗ್ಡೆ ಅವರು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. I am Dr. Tanushri Hegde, consultant ophthalmologist, Ganesh Netralaya, Shirsi. With this presentation, I want to draw your attention to a very relevant and emerging common problem which has come with increased digital use, and we call it as digital eye strain. Yes, technology dependent life is reality of the present, but it has come with its own boons and also banes. Digital eye strain is one of the bane which has come with increased technology use. So let's know more about digital eye strain. We know digital age has enriched our lives, and that too in the present scenario of pandemic, the use of digital devices has increased manyfold. It's not uncommon to spend at least 2 hours staring at the screen of a digital device. According to a recent study, 3 in 10 adults use a screen for more than 8 hours a day, and 1 in 4 children have a screen time of more than 3 hours. We have to realize that digital age has come to put a greater stress on our eyes. But can our eyes tolerate such close activity for hours? Definitely no. Have you ever felt any of these symptoms while using your digital device, like headaches, burning eyes, red eyes, eye strain, fatigue? If your answer is yes, then you may be suffering from digital eye strain, or what we used to previously call it as computer vision syndrome. So redness, irritation or burning eyes or dryness, blurred vision due to screen glare, general fatigue from staring at screen and while seeing small fonts, back and neck pain due to poor body posture, repeated headaches and repeated eye strain are common symptoms of digital eye syndrome. So what is digital eye syndrome? It's the physical eye discomfort after 2 or more hours in front of a digital screen like a computer or a tablet or an e-reader or a cell phone, and we collectively call it as digital eye syndrome or computer vision syndrome. Research shows that between 50 to 90% of people who work at a computer screen have at least some symptoms, and it's important to know that it not only affects adults but children alike. And one more concerning thing is there are some long-term issues which come with long-term use in children, like attention deficit problems, reduced creativity, obesity, and progression of myopia or short-sightedness. Studies have shown that by 2050, at least 50% of the population, 50% of the world population may have myopia, and it's quite worrisome. So why do digital screens strain our eyes? Regularly when we read a printed matter, we don't need so much of effort. But words and images on a computer screen are created by combination of tiny points of light called pixels, which are brightest at the center and diminish in intensity towards the edges. So it needs continuous focusing and refocusing to clearly see the fonts on the digital screen, and it becomes more difficult for our eyes to maintain the focus on them. And the second thing is, when we see a screen or a digital monitor, we tend to continuously stare at it with more concentration to keep the focusing. So what happens is the blink frequency of the eye is reduced. Normally, in a regular scenario, the blink rate is around 20 per minute. But while using a digital screen, the blink rate dramatically reduces to 4 to 5 times per minute. So what happens? There will be a thin film of tear on the surface of the eye which keeps the eye moist, which is very important for clear vision as well as maintaining the ocular health. So this evaporates with the reduced blink frequency. The tear film evaporates and we have symptoms of dry eyes like redness, irritation, pricking sensation, burning sensation, and sometimes people may have blurred vision, transient blurred vision because of the dry eyes. Apart from these two, the poor seating postures, improper viewing distances, poor lighting, glare, uncorrected vision problems, and effect of excess exposure to blue light or a combination of all these factors increase the problem of digital eye strain. And so we know digital eye strain is a very concerning problem, and there are certain simple modifications or steps which we can take to prevent the digital eye strain. Let's see one by one. First one is bigger the better. The bigger the gadget screen, it's better. So television screen is better than a computer or laptop screen, which is better than a tablet or a mobile phone. When you are using a digital device for a longer time, better use a bigger screen. Instead of viewing in the mobile, you can use a screen mirroring app and see it on a TV or a laptop, either by using certain apps or using a VGA or HDMI cables. Second important thing is to maintain adequate viewing distance. Adequate viewing or working distance from a computer or a smartphone. When using a computer monitor, you should be seated at least an arm distance from the computer screen. When you stretch your arms, your palm should be placed on the monitor. So you should be at that distance. And while using a smartphone, the handheld or devices, it should be at least 30 to 35 centimeter from you. And it's very important to keep the monitor just below the eye level. When you keep the monitor just below the eye level, one thing, it will be a more comfortable working position, and second thing, because the eyelids partially cover the eye, the cornea of the eye, the evaporation of the tears is slowed down and it keeps the eyes moist. Third is use of proper lighting. Ideally, the room lighting should match that of the screen. If there is any extra exterior lighting, should eliminate it using curtains or blinds and reduce the interior lighting by using fewer or lower intensity bulbs. And if possible, you should position your computer monitor or screen so windows are to the side and not in front or behind it. Fourth thing is to minimize the glare. Glare is nothing but the reflections of light on the digital screen. So when there is glare, you will need excessive focusing, which in turn causes more eye strain. So either you can tilt the angle of the screen such that there is no light directly falling on the screen. Second thing, you can keep the screen clean and dust free. And we have screen filters and anti-glare or blue filter glasses which are available in the market, which minimize the glare. Next thing is to adjust your display settings. There are three display settings which are more important. One is brightness of the screen, second is the font size, and third one is the contrast. So optimally, the brightness of the screen and the ambient light of your room should almost match. What you can do is you can compare the brightness of a screen with a clean white paper, and it should be a slight on the duller side when compared to the paper. And nowadays we have these settings in the monitor, like the adaptive brightness, which automatically adapts to the ambient light. You can make use of it. So bigger the font size, always the better. At least you should use a font size of 12 or 14. And it's important to keep the contrast high. It's very difficult to read the letters on a very disturbing background, whereas when you can't keep the contrast high, like black letters on a white screen are very easy to read. This is very important. We should remember to blink more often. As I discussed before, blinking is very important to spread fresh layers of tears over the cornea and keep the eyes moist. In turn, it will keep the eye healthy and comfortable. So you should consciously blink in between. Whenever when you're working, you press the enter, try to blink. And if there are any dry eye symptoms, it is very important to consult the doctor, and depending on your condition, you may be prescribed some artificial tear eye drops. The 20-20-20 rule is a very simple exercise which reduces the effects of digital eye strain. What you have to do is, you have to just look away from your computer screen every 20 minutes and gaze at a distant object at least 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. And in addition to it, what you can do is blink 20 times. And it's very important to do this so that your eyes are relaxed in between your sessions of virtual viewing. And you can keep a break reminder for this, and there are many break reminder apps available in the Play Store. Paying attention to your posture is also very important. Good posture helps prevent headaches, neck and shoulder pain. So you should know continuously sitting and working is as harmful as smoking. So you should stand up, move around, stretch your arms, legs, backs, neck and shoulders to reduce the tension and muscle fatigue. Getting a comprehensive eye examination done is very, very important, at least once in a year, if not 2 years. There are some uncorrected refractive errors like myopia, hypermetropia or astigmatism which may increase the digital eye strain. Also, like conditions like squint and certain conditions like inadequate eye focusing or eye coordination abilities like convergence insufficiencies, accommodation insufficiencies contribute more to digital eye strain. Also, the aging changes of the eye such as presbyopia contribute to the development of visual symptoms and exaggerate the digital eye strain. So, get yourself a comprehensive eye examination done if you are suffering from any symptoms of digital eye syndrome. Blue light impact is a very discussed subject nowadays. Like all the screens, most of the screens like computers, TVs, lights, cell phones, tablets emit blue light, and sunlight is the natural source of natural blue light. Normal blue light is in daylight is essential for natural circadian rhythms which maintains the normal sleep cycle and also cognitive functions like alertness, memory and emotional regulation. But the continuous exposure to blue light, which is of the harmful spectrum, that is the blue light of the visible spectrum, on long-term use can cause problems like cataract, age-related macular degeneration and also interfere with your sleep cycle, causing sleep problems. So there are ways to reduce the blue light impact. One is the settings in your computer or mobile. So you can shift to the night mode or the blue filter mode. You can reduce the color temperature using more warmer colors. And we have this blue light blocking spectacles, so the blue filter spectacles available. It is very important to avoid the digital use 1 to 2 hours before sleep because the blue light impacts the melatonin hormone secretion and thereby it interferes with your sleep. So avoid using the digital screen 1 to 2 hours before sleep. Finally, as they say, even everything in excess is poison. So do not overuse. Take a break in between. Ideally, the screen time, according to WHO, it has described a certain screen time for every age. So we know we cannot avoid digital use in the present scenario, but we can use it very, what we can say, consciously and taking breaks in between. So in summary, eliminating the use of digital device is neither a suitable option nor a practical solution. Digital eye strain, when not addressed, may cause persistent discomfort and significantly affect the performance. Also, it can cause eye surface damages and dry eyes which require medication and further treatment. So I believe with this presentation, you will be more attentive to the problems which comes with increased digital use, and you will embrace certain practices which help curb the eye strain in the long run. Hope the presentation is helpful to you.